I'll give you more of an update as we get closer, but I'm starting to get the impression that people would prefer Luigi instead of Mario. Just saying. Anime Dad donates $25 for Team Auth. Author Blues is one of the best people online. Georgie the Plushie donates $50 saying, let's go Pie, Team Pie. And with that being said, folks, I do believe just by a little bit of a margin, Team Luigi may have won. So we're going to be going Luigi. With that being said, here we go. Super Mario Brothers 35 Battle Showcase with Author Blues, I Eat Your Pie, Cosmic, and Adolf. Good luck and have fun.
Welcome, everyone. We are nearing the end of AGDQ 2021, but we got an awesome showcase for you guys today. I'm Spike Vegeta. Co-commentating with me today is Glitchcat. How you doing, bud?
Hi, doing great. It has been a fantastic marathon so far, and it's a good night for Mario 35.
Absolutely. Let's showcase to y'all 4 of the top players in Super Mario Brothers 35. We got in the top left corner, we have got Adaf. Top right, Author Blues. Bottom left, I Eat Your Pie. And bottom right, Cosmic B. Hope y'all are excited. Type 35 in chat, because that's the first time I've ever heard anyone ask to type the number 35. If you are hyped for this race/competition. Now, a lot of you might be sitting at home who've played Mario Brothers 35 and thinking, what are they doing? You can't race this. Well, you're right. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a competition-based thing that's gonna be for points. On the layouts, you can see a bunch of different numbers being calculated. The big numbers there are adding together their KOs and their wins. For every KO that they accomplish within each of these Battle Royale Super Mario Brothers 1-based games, they will gain 1 point. And for every win within a lobby, they gain 10 points. This is a 90-minute game. By the end of the 90 minutes, all controllers down, it will be up, and we will decide the winner off of the scores there. 4 different players playing as Luigi. So with that, I know you guys have been waiting anxiously for this race to get started. So with that, we're going to be counting them down in about a minute from now, because the timer just went by a certain thing. So before we get there, Glitchcat, give me a little bit of your analysis. What are you expecting to see tonight?
You know, this is a game, excuse me, this is a game where not necessarily the fastest player will win. That is very helpful, but this is a game of improvisation, resource management, knowing where the secrets are in the level, and being able to make the right call in the moment. So I'm looking forward to some really good late game and some great improvisation from all these racers.
Absolutely. It's going to be extremely happy to see the 4 of them throw down again. Anyone else to check this out? It's still going to be on the Nintendo eShop until March, so make sure to get in there. We got about 20 seconds, so we're going to get them started off. We're going to get a quick thumbs up from all our runners. They're ready to go, ready to go. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4 thumbs, all rare and ready to go. So I'm going to start counting them down here in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! All right, all of our players getting into their respective lobbies. Just a note on screen for you guys, they're all full, all 4 of them are staggered just a little bit for y'all. Making sure they don't end up making it lower odds that they're in the same lobbies. Give themselves a little more chance that they might actually get some points out of this. But again, each of the lobbies are going to fill up with 34 opponents, other players online that they are going up against. Again, they're going to be going for KOs on the side of the screen, which will be denoted by red KOs once they're knocked out. Now, let's see how many other opponents, NPCs I'll call them, are going to die to the first Goomba in the level. Anyone knocked out? 2 people already knocked out in Pie's lobby. We got another one going down in Adaf's lobby. Off, unfortunately, still looking to just get enough players in there. We need more people playing SMB 35. Let's get them out of here. And they're 1 knocked out in Cosmic. So you can look, if you guys want UI stuff to look for, top right corner, you can see out of 34, 35, actually only 33 players in Cosmic's lobby, 34 in Pie's. Adaf's got a nice full lobby at 35, all coming in at 34. They're gonna wanna see how many players are left out of those numbers. And also, if you look in the top left, we got the big number of their coins. Right now, you see Pi sitting at 22, for example. All the other players sitting at 20, 40 apiece. Every 20, they can play a slot machine to determine a different power-up item that the game will randomly give them between a star, a regular mushroom to make them obviously Big Mario, the Fire Flower to give them 2 hit points, and the Fire Flower power to utilize, and a POW block that can obviously just clear the screen of all enemies. Now, Glitch, I'll go ahead and kick it over to you to explain a few more mechanics and some of the meta of what's going on here today.
Well, this is, excuse me, this is early game. There are 3 resources primarily. You got your coins, you got your power-ups, and you have time. You're going to be using each of those to get the other one. And so early game right now where all these players are at, although off for some reason on 8-4, which showed up surprisingly early, but right now these players are primarily focused on collecting resources. And they're going to do that by hitting multiple coin blocks to get coins, destroying enemies to get combos to rack up their time, and getting power-ups, and just making sure that their resources, they want a lot of them, because as you're going to see, they're going to need that later. They're going to need their time, or else they're going to time out. They're going to need coins to pay for the roulette. Like you see Pi up there getting the 1-up mushroom. Since there are no lives in this, 1-up mushrooms will give you 20 coins. So right now, it's collect resources and do it very, very quickly. If possible, players might also want to try to target maybe someone with a lower time, or maybe try to get some knockouts in early game. You can see who's being targeted by the little red lines that are coming. If you notice, Cosmic in the lower right looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 people targeting right now. And that means that whenever they destroy an enemy, they'll send garbage enemies to those players and hopefully get some knockouts. But right now, it's all about collecting the resources and putting yourself in a good position for late game. Because as we'll see, late game is going to get a little more hectic.
Yeah, knockouts are pretty hard to come by, even if you play really, really well. It's, again, you're going to be sending your effectively junk enemies that you kill over to your attacking players or anyone else you may target onto. For the most part, they're going to stay locked on to attackers the whole time. So you got Pi right now attacking 4 other players. 8F on 1, but 8F with the smallest lobby right now. Only 6 players left in there. So he has currently got the inside track and potentially getting to get that big 10-point swing here early on. Again, we got a 90-minute match going for all of you to decide the winner of the Super Mario Bros. 35 World Heavyweight Championships tonight on twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick.
Yeah,
it's cool.
8F is in a really good position right now. You know that 8F got a knockout, or any of the players, like Spike said, because of the orange KO in their little HUD up there. But 8F is in a really good spot right now. 350 coins and all 400 seconds. You can't have any more than 400 seconds on the timer. One thing I think that's important to mention here as we're getting started in the game is combos. Shell and bounce combos. Kicking a turtle shell into a group of enemies will rack up extra combo points, and that gets you more time. But the real way to do it, like you see Pi down there in the lower left, bouncing on enemies in sequence, and that will, just like the points in Real Mario, it'll rack up combos for time, and taking advantage of opportunities to create those combos on the fly and do it quickly is going to be a big strategy for these players to conserve resources.
You saw Pi there, a little confused, a little thrown off from one of the hits right there. He's in Big Mario form. Unlike original Super Mario Bros. 1, if you are in Fire Flower state and you take damage, you don't immediately go to Small Mario. You do have that 1 extra health point to work with. But obviously, if you don't have that Fire Flower, which Pi knows, again, it takes a lot of knowledge to know exactly where all this stuff is, when to utilize it, and just picking up other items for coins and whatnot, so you can pull in that slot machine later on. Right now, looking across the board, looks like everyone's pretty healthy on money. Everyone's got those timers nice and high. Again, that timer is going to count down faster and faster as they go through the match, so that does benefit them more to clear out more enemies and just get to flagpoles to keep that timer nice and high, because, again, 3 different ways to die. Either take damage when you're in Small Mario form, fall in a pit, which right now, Pi in a level easily with a lot of pits that could cause a lot of grief, or just letting that timer run out. You got Cosmic in the bottom right, has secured 1 KO and here in a water level. Not too bad to see the water levels early on. Mainly just don't want to see it late in the match. A lot less enemies you get to deal with, junk to send to other enemies. Have that big POW block clearing out the screen. Good play right there by Cosmic. And now I'd like to point out in the top right corner, I saw Oth took that early death to 8-4, but actually has secured not 1, not 2, but 3 KOs. That's right. He's counting to 3, everyone, on his way to 35. And in a pretty good lobby, basically caught back up with the other runners, the little luck of the draw right there. And good execution by Off. Might have even potentially been, I'm not going to say it definitely was, but might have been a bit intentional. That 8-4 early on, very rare to see, and might have just slowed him down, kind of putting him behind the 8 ball going through the rest of that lobby, and now kind of right back in there, technically in the lead with the other runners. But again, the big lion's share of points gonna come from taking wins in their lobbies. As right now, Pi is the only one who isn't on the board with no KOs on his part. Off up 3, Cosmic's 2, and 8F's 1. Again, we'll see how the lobbies go. I think we've explained a little bit of just like the base game. We'll try to explain more mechanics and whatnot as we go through. But we got 90 minutes. We'll pace ourselves. And I do want to hear from Skybilz right now because I know we are working hard towards that $2.5 million.
Absolutely. And can I just shout out Spike Vegeta and GlitchCat7 here really quick? They are both amazing commentators, and we are very lucky to have them commentating this. That being said, let's hear about everyone's loyalty here to the teams. We were talking about this before. I hope you've all selected your team members. So here we go. $50 from Gumshoe, who says, "Good luck, Father. Release me from the crate and let me feast on the warriors." And that is for Team Pi, who is, that's Pi's dog, Gumshoe.
I'm so sad he didn't just let Gumshoe chill in the room with him during the night. We hear, oh, I got down on the field. Gumshoe, no. Sorry. Go ahead and read 2 more donations while we're moving to the end of this first lobby.
Absolutely. We have a $50 donation from Big Head 1, who says, "Super hyped to see the Super Mario 35 race, donating in honor of my sister and aunt who are currently battling this horrible disease for Team Oth." Thank you very much, Big Head. And we have $50 from Amerlin, who says, "Team Oth, let's go!" Back to y'all.
Yeah, back to us. We have right now an epic battle down there in the bottom right with Cosmic. Spent it all trying to get rid of the Bowser and then just unfortunately misplaced his jump. Cosmic, a lot of favorite for a lot of players. Obviously one of the best Super Mario Brothers 1 speedrunners in the world, but taking a death in that lobby, was able to secure the 2 KOs, but no lobby wins for anyone yet. 8F down to 4 players in his lobby, Pi down to 5. Again, they've got the inside track. Off sitting in the same boat, 4 left in his lobby. GlitchCat, whose position do you like best right now?
Well, I think the most interesting position right now is 8F, because 8F has entered into what we call, at least I call, red time. The timer, once you spend so long in a match, the timer will start to get faster, and according to Oth, it actually maxes out at 10 Mario seconds per real second. It gets faster than what 8F has. This is an interesting position because now we understand what the point of resource collection at the beginning was. 8F is now going to have to spend coins to get power-ups, to blast through all these enemies, and is going to have to do that really quickly because, again, destroying enemies will get you time combos. And with the timer running down so quickly, that's going to put a lot more pressure on 8F. Also, Oth right now, grabbing that star and moving backwards to get that Bowser. That's a pretty good play because, like we said, anything that you destroy will be sent to the other players. So Oth with the star right now trying to prioritize destroying some of the more difficult enemies, and he did get a KO from that, so nice work.
4 KOs is an absolutely massive lobby. You can play really well and kind of like Pi in his position right now, not have a single KO. Very good stuff for Oth right now as he's sitting here with 2 opponents left, targeting both of them right now, still picking up even more coins. We got over 600 coins in his wallet right now, and as you can see, that can be very, very important to just always having those resources to go back to, having more and more power-ups, more and more damage, and more ways to clear out enemies.
Yeah, because as the screen fills up, you will need to spend coins. You will definitely need to do that. And Oth, also want to point out, the first player to encounter 6-3. This is probably the worst level for this. There's not a lot of resources to get, and there's tons of pits to fall in. Everyone was practicing this stage. 6-3 is the killer here, so let's see if Oth can make it out. But yeah, want to keep that time up, and the players are going to have to spend their coins down. So something that's really going to be helpful here in red time is knowing where things are in the level. A 1-up mushroom, you don't need 1-ups in this game, so they give you 20 coins. Multi-coin blocks. Ooh, and Pi taking a death in 6-3, the killer. You hate to see it. But knowledge of the levels is really going to help these players out so they can not have to spend a roulette. Because if you can just run ahead with your iframes to get to where a power-up is, you save your 20 coins, and you're always going to need coins. So you got to be a little bit risky, but you got to know what you're doing, too. Oh, ADEF. Oh, no. The great equalizer, the pits. You hate to see it.
Yeah, Pitts claiming both of our players right now. So off with that early death in 8-4, but now has the opportunity down to 2 opponents, already secured 4 KOs, over 600 coins, is in red time. This is very scary. He's got a lot of Bowsers on screen, but knows how to use that Fire Flower and the shells to his advantage. Has just oodles of power-ups he can go to if he can avoid Pitts and whatnot, which is not too much of a problem down here in 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2 is a really good resource collection. And one of the first things you do when you're kind of learning this game is go through all the maps of Mario 1, look at where all the hidden power-ups are, and kind of get a feel for what the purpose of each level is in the larger meta, the game within the game that we're playing here. 1-2, 4-2, very good resource collection levels, and you're going to see players attempting to loop through those because they've got a lot of multi-coin box, they've got the 1-up, and also, like we're seeing from Oth, it's got the warp zone, which shows you the next 3 levels that you would get and allows you to make a selection, and that gives you a little bit of control. So Oth, again, with red time going on, select 1-2 again because it's very resource heavy, and Oth is going to want to try to quickly build up some resources.
Yeah, right now, if you're off, you're looking at those sequence, do you just stay in 1-2 here in the late game as much as possible, considering you're sitting here, like, closing in on 700 coins?
It's a really tough...
this nice and safe against one other opponent.
Yeah, it's a really tough decision. I mean, you're weighing how good do you think your opponent is. It's a tough decision to make, but the real factor is going to be, and you notice kind of Pi doing it, and ADEF as well, at a certain point, you need enemies on the screen. You have to have that because the timer is going down so quickly that if you can't constantly destroy things or constantly combo, hopefully we get to see some big Lakitu parties or Bullet Bills where the screen is just swarming with them. But Oth is in a little bit of a tough situation right now. And yeah, Oth actually rolling, I'm assuming that's why he's doing it, rolling the roulette even when he's fully powered up. Because there aren't a lot of enemies to destroy for extra time, and getting a power-up that you don't need will add a little bit of time on the clock, but Oth wins it on that one. Nice job. Well played. I think that's the first win we've seen.
That's our first lobby win of the day, so all of a sudden, Author Blues off the early 8-4 wipe, now in the lead, 14 points, a big lobby victory there, and now going to be loading up his next one. Again, Cosmic sitting at 3 points himself, had 2 in the first lobby, 1 in this one so far. ADEF, another one in this lobby right now to add up to 3. Pi still looking for those first couple of points himself. But again, a lot of race left to go. As we're getting off into that next lobby and the other 3 are whittling it down, Sky, let's kick it over to you for another 4 or 5 donations.
Absolutely, sounds great. We have $500 from Bro Sauce, who says, "Go Team Pants for Team ADEF." All right, you had me very confused there for a second, Bro Sauce. I didn't know if Team Pants was an option, but yes, that is one of ADEF's emotes, so that makes perfect sense to me. We have $25 from Amelia, who says, "Team Cosmic for the win." Are we going to get a Lakitu party? I think there should be a Lakitu party. I agree with that. Hopefully we get one of those tonight. I love them. We have $5 from Squiddles, who says, "Team Author Blues Train hype." And $100 from Laura Welch, who says, "Go Team ADEF." Would y'all like a few more? I mean, there's so many of these, which I love.
Yeah, give us like 2 more. We'll jump back in. We're just giving our voices a second to calm down here. This is so hype.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. We have $5 from Peanut the Dog, who says, "I've never seen Mario like this, and let's go Team Pie." And we have $50 from Mathra, who says, "Team Oth, thought this is a weird-looking La Mulana randomizer. Love your content and your community."
Love to hear it. Love to hear all the love and support for all 4 of these runners. 4 good friends of mine, absolute standout gentlemen in the community. Make sure to give all 4 of them a follow. They play Super Mario Brothers 35 and a lot of other video games, thankfully, because we're going to be done playing this in March, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep playing. We'll see. But go download it right now. It's a lot of fun. Jumping back into the match, looks like no KOs necessarily secured for them. Again, if you're sitting here like, there's so much vomit on screen. I have no idea what I'm looking at right now. Kind of the big things to focus on are there timers in the red bar in the top right corner? What's their coin counts in the top left? So you see right now, Cosmic already built up nearly 500 coins. That just gives him that many more options in the late game to pull on. Both Pi and ADEF looking close to 300 coins right now. Also, look at how many other enemies are they targeting, how many opposing players. Cosmic targeting 3, 2. It looks like most of the other players have 1 target they've got going towards right now, because that gives them that many more opportunities to capitalize on throwing out their enemies at other opponents.
Yeah, one thing to mention.
Yeah, so keep track of all that stuff, and you can be fun. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say one thing to mention. There is a little bit of meta to how you target players, and Cosmic in the lower right is particularly adept at that, I think. You can target players based on a couple of different conditions: lowest time, most coins, attackers, which means players who are also attacking you, or just random. And what you'll see Cosmic, and I've also seen ADEF do it, is sometimes you can just press I think the L button and spin the wheel of who you're targeting. And what that has the effect of doing is picking up a couple of other attackers, that if someone isn't attacking you and then suddenly you're attacking them, now if they're targeting attackers, now they're attacking you. And it actually can be, it's a little counterintuitive because it makes it dangerous, but you want to have some attackers because, again, having things on screen is like simultaneously a good position and a bad position because you're going to need that to farm resources. So you gotta walk the line, right? It's almost like a game of chicken. You want to like get a lot of targets, but you want to be able to handle the stuff that they're going to be sending at you. So there is a little bit of the targeting is kind of directed, I guess, in a way.
Right, it's not completely random. You find that other than attackers, you don't really sit on any of the others, right?
Oh, that was such a... Okay, I'd like to explain that death for Cosmic for a minute. So Mario, in this game specifically, and Mario 1 as well, if you take damage in the air, in the middle of your jump, as Fire Mario, only Fire Mario apparently, all of your horizontal momentum will just stop right there. And that can be the cause of a lot of gnarly deaths, like we saw for Cosmic. Not gnarly in a good way, gnarly in a bad way, because they had enough momentum to make that jump, but taking damage in midair, nope, no more momentum for you. And I think everybody here has fallen in a pit at least once or twice because of that very property.
In terms of smallest lobby, once again, ADEF has the inside track right now. 5 people left in his lobby. He's attacking, looks like 3 of the, yeah, he's actually, oh, wait, are there 4? I'm trying to count them. I see 4. Someone must have just disappeared. He's attacking everybody else in his lobby. Good position for him. Has secured 1 KO in this round. And now he's got some Hammer Bros. SMB1 Hammer Bros, obviously very terrifying to deal with, but able to clear both of them on screen and send them out to his opponents.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to prioritize tougher enemies. Goombas, Koopas are fairly easy to deal with, but if you have the chance, and this is where sort of presence of mind and situational awareness really comes in, if you have the chance to send a Bowser or a Pobodo or even a Buzzy Beetle who can't be destroyed with fire, or something a little bit more powerful, might not be a bad idea to just actually deliberately take it. And that's where these players have to really be deciding, okay, what do I do here? Do I try to destroy the Hammer Brothers? Do I try to run away? Do I roll to get a star? Maybe it wouldn't get a star. Maybe it would be a power-up they don't need as much. So there's a lot of moment-to-moment decisions that are happening here, and the players are using their knowledge of the level and their physical skill in the game to kind of ensure themselves against failure.
Can I just pop in and say something really quickly? It does pertain to what's going on. So, Pi got a kill in the first game as he was about to die. So his score is not 0 and it's been changed to 1. Just wanted to clarify that before we went any further. That's all. Keep going.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was wondering. I saw over on the stream it was 1. And yeah, it must have been absolute Hail Mary fadeaway jump shot by Pi. So good. We'll give him the free throw right there. Very nice. Keep him on the board. Give me some good laughs over there. I like to see it. ADEF right now, our first of our 4 players, or the only of our 4 players currently in that red timer. And again, that is not the fastest this timer is going to get. It can go even further beyond, chat. So trying to hang in there with the 2 players in his lobby.
Something we haven't mentioned also about KOs and about the situation that ADEF and also Cosmic too are in right now, you can tell how many coins your opponents have. If I recall correctly, I think one of the little coin icons in your opponent's HUD, 1 coin icon equals 20 coins for them. So you can actually get an idea of how powerful the other opponents are in the game, and you might want to do maybe a little bit of targeting meta, try to target the player with the most coins to try to maybe take them out, or just get a sense of kind of what you're up against that you know. For example, you might know that you have more resources than your opponents in the match or less, and that might help you make some decisions. Pi also in the lower left getting into red time as well. The star is a pretty good way to rack up time bonuses here, but Pi is going to need to get a few more enemies on the screen if he really wants to keep moving. But it's really important not to panic during red time. There's the sense that you just want to go really fast, you gotta run. But that's what I mean, that sometimes speed isn't always the way to win. Deliberate movements and just optimizing what you're trying to do. Get a coin quickly, kill some enemies, and keep going fast because you want to get that resource. It's not about beating the level necessarily, although you do get a small time bonus from it.
Pi and ADF both sitting in red time. Off securing another KO and actually just had another player knocked out and another player. Two people go poof, and Off's score just went big poof right there. 25 points now for Off the Blues. A commanding lead, but a lot of time left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we got a 90-minute match, nearly 22 minutes in right now. Off was able to send out a Bowser that potentially, while he might not have netted him a KO there, might have added just enough grief to get the win otherwise. Either way, doesn't matter. Off's going on to his fourth lobby. 2 victories and 1 quick loss for him. Has to be happy with how the matches are going so far. As our other 3 players, ADF, Pi, and Cosmic, still looking for lobby victory number 1. ADF with the smallest lobby at 3. Cosmic's got 5 up in his. Pi with 7 left.
Yeah, that's a little bit
with
of
a medium amount of targeting attackers. Go for it.
There's a little bit of RNG that's going to come into play here. Some of these matches might take a different amount of time. There might be different players with different skills in there. So who knows? You know, that's something that I think that we're going to have to sort of contend with as far as, like, you know, who's getting matches and who's getting what points, is that everybody, they're not in the same lobby right now. They're all in different lobbies. And so these matches, who knows? Some of them can be short, some of them can be quick. The strat would obviously be to try to prioritize shorter matches, but you can't really control that. So playing aggressively might be the play here for everybody.
Yeah, right now, it seems like it was about 2 minutes ago. Cosmic started back up this lobby. I look down, there's 3 players left in his lobby, including him, which is the big deal.
Yeah.
Biggest strategy, don't die, everyone. Make sure you stay in the lobby.
And that's another thing that we haven't touched on yet, but you can pick the level that you start on. Like when you start the match, you are adding a level to the queue, and you pick what you want, and then it gets added. Now, you can pick a level that might be helpful, or you might pick a level that might mess with people. And sometimes if you get a very difficult level early on in a match, that can knock out a lot of players right at the beginning. So Cosmic definitely probably wanting to end this match soon to keep going. But you can tell too that both of Cosmic's opponents have a lot of resources as well, so maybe that will be affecting Cosmic's decisions as they go on.
You had Pi there in a Bowser level right there, showing a lot of patience. Knew, even though he was in red time, he's only working it down from 400, was able to secure the shell kill on the Bowser, staying alive in this, has a lot of money. We got Daddy Warbucks over here, but also Daddy Warbucks getting a little smaller. Still got the big Mario. Can pick up another Fire Flower right here. Still keep himself in good Daddy Warbucks territory. Over 500 coins in the bank. ADF sitting here just under 200 coins, but look at that timer fly.
Yeah.
81, 70, 60. Oh, back up to 80. All right. ADF have to get our quick voices on tonight.
ADF wants to move here. ADF is really hanging on. But this is where we need to destroy enemies, because look at how quickly the time is going and how many enemies you need to destroy to keep that from being a net loss. Pi also has reached the really difficult red time, and ADF, oof, I'm cheering for you, bud. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I say trying to clear as many characters as he can. Unfortunately, can't. takes the timeout victory. Second place, unfortunately, worth 0 points. Frustrated face you can see right there for ADEF. We've had some frustrating losses for our players, and that's just how the SMB 35 game goes. You can game out of your mind, hang on as long as you can, but it's also how our non-participating challengers, also how they do as well.
You know,
34 other human beings.
I can't even tell you how many Mario 35 matches I've had where I've lost, and I just go, how did they do that? ADEF, I mean, ADEF made good plays. They had they were making combos. They rolled for power-ups on their roulette to try to spend coins to get themselves some time. But it can get really, really hectic. And Pi also, if we want some more examples of really fast red time, here we go. Pi is building up a little bit of a Lakitu party as enemies get traded back and forth between, sending junk enemies to someone and then they send it back to you. That can cause parties to form, and we're maybe going to start to see a lot of Lakitus on the screen. That is a really dangerous situation, obviously, but it could also be really, really beneficial because, again, we've got more enemies on screen, and if we're really lucky, we might get to see something that I'm told the Japanese community is calling dynamic entry, where you are able to get up on top of a big swarm of Lakitus and continually bounce on them in order to keep filling up your time during red time. Pi doing a really good job here keeping that timer up. He has got to keep destroying these enemies and rolling to keep the power. So this is just go, go, go for Pi right now. Meanwhile, Cosmic also in red time, but taking the 4-2 warp, which is probably a really good play because Cosmic will get to see what levels are coming up and take his pick and pick something a little bit preferable.
Yeah, here in red time, but he's got 652 coins to pull from. Pi's got 240, just under 200 seconds of unit time on the clock right now. It's starting to go faster and faster. He's got two opponents targeting both of them right now. You can see those funds went from 500 down real fast. Another one of his opponents knocked out, not of his own enemy, but that's one less he's got to worry about. Can he secure the first non-Author Blues lobby victory of the night? Cosmic in the same boat, a lot more cash, a lot more time, but just as high of dreams as I8 or Pi. ADEF in his new lobby, 11 players left. The timer's still rocking down, getting below 150 seconds and under 140 coins. Again, it is 20 seconds every time they want to sling that slot machine button.
Yeah, you want to get good stuff.
Some more time back.
You want good draws from the slot machine right now. Sometimes POW blocks are not really the way to go because you don't get as much of a bonus for destroying all of the enemies. And if you get a roulette power-up you don't want, now you've wasted coins. I'm really interested to see what Pi does here in the lower left in this match. There's one player left, and Pi is down to 85 coins, which is a dangerous situation to be in. So Pi's going to try to now probably simultaneously farm some resources and try to keep their time up. But this is a pretty tough spot for Pi right now. I think they've got 26 coins left. They're gonna maybe, and I'm curious to see. Yeah, I ate your Pi. So this is a strat for this red time. Powering up. Oh, and Pi got it! Wow! That's so good. I would love to explain that strat real quick. Powering up and powering down and going into a pipe cause the timer to freeze just a little bit. And sometimes when you only need those extra couple of seconds, prioritizing taking damage or taking screen transitions can be the way. And I think that really helped Pi get that win there. So that was great.
Yeah, unbelievable play right there from Pi, securing his first lobby victory of the day, going from last place right now up to second, off still with a solid lead of 14 points. Pi jumping up to 11. Cosmic, again, with one KO here, still with one opponent. He can take second place back right here if he can outlast this one other opponent. Tons of cash. Time is okay, still over 200 seconds, but it's about to get real fast. ADEF with already a KO in this lobby as well, hanging in the game. Again, everybody, it's all about the lobby wins. It's all about the lobby wins.
I think if we watch Cosmic right now, we are really going to get to see Cosmic's strength, obviously, is one of the best Mario 1 speed runners alive. Blasting through these levels, going quickly, and being able to make some really tricky jumps. Again, it's not always about speed, but again, this is really helping Cosmic out right now. I really like to see this because Cosmic is just super talented, and they've just kind of got this duel going on with one player. This match actually could go on for a bit for Cosmic. Both players seem to have good resources. and Cosmic is not accepting defeat here.
Absolutely not. He wants to stay in the game. He wants to show why he was the favorite probably going into this. Again, Super Mario Brothers 1, legend of speedrunning. But here, down to Author Blues, I Ate Your Pie, and hanging in there with 8F, trying to stay out of the cellar. But again, all it takes is one swing. Sky, I'm going to kick it over to you. Give me a few donations for this hype SMB 35 challenge match.
Well, first, let's celebrate Pie. We have $500 from Stinger PA, who says, Team Pie loves seeing GDQ do what they do best year after year, even in these times. Good luck to all of the Super Mario Brothers 35 runners, and let's go Pie. We have a $350 donation, 53 cents, from Kate Livesey, who says, Team Oth. In late 2018, my partner was diagnosed with breast cancer. Thanks to a combination of early detection, chemotherapy, radiation, multiple surgeries, and medication, she has been free from regular treatments for a year as of this month, allowing her to be the wonderful school teacher I know and love. I'm so proud to be part of the speedrunning community and also to be part of GDQ, especially working alongside my fellow chat mods. Shout outs to Author Blues, that is one word with a lowercase a, and the incredibly wonderful community that he built. Thank you so much, Carrie. We appreciate that. Do I have time for a few more? We have so many here.
You know what? Give us a few. I will just give you a quick update in the match that Cosmic, unfortunately, just running out of time there, just like 8F did earlier. Taking a second place, though. Did get one KO, but keeping it right there. Unfortunately, it's not the same score. 8F in a lot of time left, not into red bar, but only has one player left in his lobby. So another big opportunity for him to get his first lobby victory of the day, off getting another KO to go to 26. But let's kick it over to Sky for even more donations, because I know we got a lot flying in.
Absolutely. And by the way, can I just say we all sound like a bunch of auctioneers right now with how much we have to cover right now. So again, shout out
to the word auctioneer earlier. Thank you for the chat for reminding me. I was like, Author Blues. No, auction. Crap. Okay. No, Reed, go for it.
All right, we have a $27.54 donation from Chakante, who says, good luck to all the Super Mario Brothers 35 players, but especially to my SMB2J brother, Cosmic. Love watching all of the entertainment you provided in Super Mario 35. Go, Cosmic, go from Team Cosmic.
Real quick, shouts to 8F, who takes his first lobby victory of the day. That's going to boost him back into second place. Ahead of Pie, only 12 points behind Off. Kick it back over to Sky for a few more donations.
So that was from 8F, you said?
Yes, 8F with the securing the lobby victory, yes.
Just trying to make sure I match up the love with what's going on here. We have $40 from Selena, who says, go 8F. So we do have some Team 8Fs here, too. And we have $250 from Medibot, who says, nobody can match Oth's devotion to the beautiful Super Mario. Let's go, Team Oth. Lots of Team Oth here, my goodness. Lots of Team everybody, really. This is really impressive. We have $50 from Nicholas and Jack, who say the West Coast chapter of the Pants Brigade is cheering on Team 8F. Don't bring dishonor to your family. And a little bit of MMC love here. We have $50 from Cliffy, who says, what an all-star commentary crew tonight. Very much agreed, Cliffy. Love you, Spike, Glitch, and Sky. Ready to settle in for some hot Mario action. Good luck to all the runners, and let's go Team Oth. Back to y'all.
Heck yeah, awesome to hear all those donations. Shouts to my boy Cliffy, part of the MMC crew, one of my favorite communities within the speedrunning community. All wonderful people. Glitch Cat, I know you know that as well.
The feeling is mutual, of course. We got 8F in the upper left.
Here we are,
a tough spot right now. 8F this is early game, so building up a lot of resources. This might really be helpful for 8F, who has a lot of attackers right now, and that's going to help 8F build time up early in the match, and building time up will allow 8F to prioritize other things. So this is a great start for 8F right now in his match.
Yeah, for everyone wondering why does that necessarily build up time, not only do you get time back for hitting a flagpole, for finishing a level, also every enemy you kill is adding to your time, getting those time units back. So, yeah, great to see here. It looks like he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people right now. 5 to 6, kind of bounce around. No, he's back to 6. I say 5, then he goes to 6. I say 6, goes to 5. They're just trying to prove me wrong over here on GDQ. A lot of opportunities to get those time units up and take out a lot of enemies. Early in his lobby, though, 25 people still to go. 7 apiece each for Pi and Cosmic. And Cosmic a favorite coming in, but right now the only one still looking for that first lobby victory. If there's anyone who can pull off a bit of a comeback today, it's definitely Cosmic, and he's got nearly 55 minutes still to do it. But again, that is the craziness of SMB 35. It can go any which way as Pi taking down the evil King Koopa and moving into another instance of 1-2. Picking up his Fire Flower here early. Again, when you already have that power-up, that's just going to add to your coin total, put a little more back in the pocket. So yeah, you brought it up a little bit here. I know we've got a lot of people. Obviously, we'll pace ourselves a little bit for this 90-minute match. A lot of people probably watching right now who are saying, I've never even played this game. How does it decide what levels we get here? You want to explain a little bit of just how the queuing system works and what is the level pathing?
Yeah, honestly, I'll be perfectly honest, I don't actually know how all the levels are ordered. But what happens is all of the players in a match start the match by selecting a level. And so you see, I mean, 1-1, 1-2, whatever you picked. And that will go into the queue system. I actually don't know how they are ordered. I don't know if I ever learned that information. I think that levels chosen by higher ranked players are moved later in the queue. But I'm not exactly sure if there's like a known system for that. I'm sure chat is all about it right now.
Sure. There's probably someone who knows about it. What is certain is that there is a specific level order based on what levels you pick that every player of the 35 gets to pick them, and it'll eventually loop within itself if the match keeps going. And whenever you hit one of those warp pipe sections like you see in 1-2 so often, it will show you the second, third, and fourth levels next in the queue. So if you just finished 1-2 naturally, you would go to the next level, but then you get 3 more options from there. For what we've got on screen, Oth has secured a knockout himself. Cosmic has secured a knockout as well. Down to 4 people left in his lobby. ADEF's starting to catch up, still 13 people, still a million people. Everybody's throwing the kitchen sink at this man as he's coming off the hot streak, taking that lobby victory before this. A lot of confidence going in.
Yeah, I know ADEF has been, all these players I know have been training really, really tough for this and playing in some very difficult lobbies. If you can really advance your skills a lot if you try to queue up with other people and really start sending each other garbage and stuff. So I know Oth and ADEF and Cosmic have been training. I assume Pi too, but I don't know.
They've all been. I know Pi was training earlier today, and you know, even if we are, who knows? He's the one in second place. Well, no, third place now. ADEF just took the lead. But all these players, 4 of the best at just, not even necessarily because this isn't just a test of how good you are at SMB Super Mario Brothers 1. It's just how good you are at adapting to this very unique style of SMB 35 and how good you are in general at 2D platformers. 4 of the best 2D platformer players in the world, I would say, right here. All of them for their different strengths, whether it be La Mulana, Super Mario Brothers 1, Mega Man, they've got it. They're bringing it tonight, showing off those skills for you guys here at AGDQ 2021.
Yeah, Oth is in a bit of a interesting situation right now, moving through 8-4. Oth has
a second 8-4.
Yeah, Oth seems to be getting them all day. Trying to prioritize hitting bloopers in the water there because that will be a more dangerous enemy. And getting into, oh yeah, they got to fight Bowser to get out of this. But Oth in red time right now, so Oth is really going to have to move and does not want to fall in that pit.
Absolutely not. He can slow play it just a little bit because he does have that near 500 coins right now. Taking out Bowser with the Koopa shell. That's how strong the shell is. Finishing up 8-4 right now, stalling just a little bit, and going in, he's got 2 other players in his lobby. Obviously, with that big 26 points he's got on the board right now, you know, he can afford, even if one of the others got a lobby win, they'd still be behind him if he could get another lobby win right now, which, my man, you could call that a commentator's curse, everyone, as we found the pit. Big picks right now. I believe that was 6-3.
And Cosmic getting a win, but Oth taking a dive on 6-3. That is such a difficult level. I think everybody kind of says, oh no, as soon as they see 6-3. You got the springs that are kind of unwieldy to work with. You got pits to fall in. You got those seesaw kind of like platforms that are balanced, that'll sink down. It's a super dangerous level, and it can get anybody.
Yeah, Cosmic getting that first lobby win. Gotta be really good for the confidence. Knowing he's got a lot of time left, and maybe knowing if he's watching the stream a little bit, Off just fell into a pit. So even though you felt way far behind just a little bit ago, all of a sudden here we are, only about 10 points, one lobby victory behind Off with over half the match still to go. Pi with a KO in his round and down to one other opponent. A lot of money, a lot of time. Can he secure his second lobby victory of the day? Going to the pit, getting a lot more resources, even more coins. You can never have too many coins in this game because they go real quick. 8F3 KOs in his lobby. Still 5 people total in his lobby, though.
There's something we haven't mentioned yet about KOs, which can affect the meta just a little bit. If you are to actually KO somebody, meaning one of your junk enemies killed them, it doesn't count if they fall in a pit. But if you do manage to KO somebody, you get their time and their coins. And so that can be a good way to get some resources when there's nothing else around. And you can't always control, when is another player going to die to one of my junk enemies. But it can really come in clutch and help you out sometimes. And the more you're sending and the more people you're targeting, the more opportunities you have to steal some of their resources away.
Now we're nearing about the halftime segment. We're not going to take a halftime break. We're just nearing the 45-minute segment. I want to ask you a little bit about, have you felt like, as someone who's played a lot of SMB 35, the meta has changed much? I know early on, people were trying to stick with those easier levels, 1-1, maybe a little bit of 4-1 action, a little 1-2, a lot of 1-2, still in the meta for its farming. Do you feel like it's changed much, or it's mostly stayed there over the last few months?
It kind of depends on who you ask. I know Oth and I before had been playing with some really high level Japanese players. The real advancements, I'd say, in the meta have been strategies for dealing with red time, because that gets timer's very fast. You have to farm enemies and stuff. And so as the game has gone on, what I've seen is more and more advanced strategies for just how to stay alive. Because we've seen a couple deaths from these racers. Cosmic, I remember, who just, what do? You ran out of, there's no enemies to kill, the time goes down, and what do you do? And so being able to keep your time up when the timer gets fast has been what I've seen to be the biggest advancements in meta, using that dynamic entry like we were talking about, surfing on Lakitus. And another strat, which I'm sure these players are familiar with, Oth specifically because he taught me the strat, is you want to keep moving, because if you stand in one place, the timer will hurry you up and it will just go quicker. Win for Pi saw that with 87 seconds.
We've got, reminder, we are sticking in there. We are getting as many Luigis on screen as we can for you guys. Your Pi with his second lobby victory, adding to it. That's going to put him in second place. Off right now, though, all of a sudden, you look away and you look at, what? 3 people blew up and they're in red form, red, orange, whatever color you want. Off the 3 KOs in this lobby right now. And I think everybody is fighting Cosmic right now. Everybody's targeting him, and by extension, he is targeting all of them. He's got a Bowser on his screen up top.
Yeah, but to return to the point, so if you stand still, the timer hurries up and it's going to go faster. It wants you to keep moving. But sometimes the strategy can be, and this is where I've seen advancements in the meta, don't go forward. Just, especially if you're getting a lot of enemies on screen, just hang out, because at the very bottom where it says watch out below the player screens, you see the queue of enemies filling up. So you have some idea about what is coming up. And if you are low on time, it can be risky, but just hang out for a minute. Let the queue of garbage enemies fill up and then run forward and bop them all. And that can be a strat to keep your timer up a little bit as in the red time, and that's been an advancement in the meta for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's obviously, what I find so interesting about this game competitively is that there are so many different dynamics to it, to how you can play it. And, it's not just about something, obviously we hear GDQ, we like showcase a lot of speedruns. It is about going fast, yes, but it's also a lot of very fast decision-making that our players have to make on the fly. And that's those survival instincts of how to deal with so many different enemies in obviously a classic GDQ and speedrun game, one of the biggest of all time in Super Mario Brothers 1. As now we have Cosmic both ADEF and Off with 4 KOs on screen right now. Already getting pretty small in their lobbies. ADEF only 2 opponents left, targeting both of them. We're swimming through, and there is just millions of enemies on screen.
This is a nice spot for ADEF to be in right now. Yeah, definitely going to be crashing into some of the Lakitus, but with so much congestion here, the Superstar, Fire Flower, whatever. In fact, probably the Superstar is the play, but Fire would be helpful too. But if you lose it, you have to spend. But yeah, you see ADEF even just standing there for just a minute, just to kill a couple more Lakitus, because that's got his time back up to 400. So ADEF is doing really well, sitting in a great position right now. 500 coins and the ability to keep 400 seconds on the clock. We'll see if ADEF can hold on to that.
So love to see how close this race is at the halfway mark. We have got Author Blues in first place at 30 points off 2 lobby wins and 10 KOs. That's a full day's worth of KOs by itself. I Ate Your Pie bringing 2 lobby wins and 2 KOs for 22 points right now. So only a lobby victory behind, and you got still right there both ADEF and Cosmic sitting at 18 and 16 apiece. Everybody has a lobby victory. They're really bringing their top A-tier game here for their GDQ showcase. ADEF trying to look for that victory, can be right on Off's tail, has a lot of time, a lot of coins. Can he secure the victory?
Yeah, this is the part where ADEF, you can play your own style. ADEF might have other ideas, but you don't want to spend too many coins, especially in a level like this, right? Because you get the Superstar, right? Just get to the next power-up, and if you can get a power-up out of a box, you can avoid spending for it. I'm really, really interested to see right now how ADEF's match wraps up with 1 player remaining, and it looks like that 1 player, it's a little hard to see on my screen, but it looks like they don't have very many coins. So ADEF might, hey, got it, yeah, with a knockout too, so that's extra points for ADEF. Called it.
That is an 11 points. He is now gone from, low on points not too long ago. It was 26 off to his 4. Now 1 point behind the lead, behind the flagpole position. Many flagpoles in this game. He'll be going for, trying to take that lead. We've got a lot of match left to go.
I would just like to point out that Oth finally conquered 6-3. Made it out. Good job.
I want to hear it, chat. All 4 of our gamers are still very much in this. You're not counting any one of them out. Show me some emotes of your player that you're rooting for here in this competition.
I see some emotes across the board, Spike. They're GDQ emotes. With that being said, can I make an announcement?
Oh, of course you can.
We just hit 2.2 million, folks! Let's go! We're getting very close to the 2.5 million, folks. Let's go! I believe in us. Our next step is 2.3. Let's keep going, Twitch chat. Thank you so much for this, and let's keep going on that goal of 2.5. Do I have time for a couple donations?
Go for it, my friend.
I have a $5 donation from Half Coordinated, who says, hard to believe that someone as powerful as Author Blues is my friend, Team Oth. Thank you so much, Half. We have $250 from Tsubasa Akari that says, all the renders are amazing, but Team Pie has the secret lore. Trust the process. Dorito donates $25 saying, loving this SMB 35 race. Let's go Team ADEF, and also let's get that Ocarina of Time bonus run. Remember, folks, that is 2.5 million. Once we reach that, we will be able to do Ocarina of Time. So let's get those donations in. Let's take the journey together, y'all. And again, shout outs to our lovely commentators here, Spike Vegeta and GlitchCat7. Thank you all so much for everything that you've poured into this so far. Very much appreciated.
Oh, that's not like, it might be a little low for me. I think, how many coins does Off have? Is that an 8?
It looks like an 8 to me.
I've never seen that many coins.
Yeah, I've seen matches get up above 1,000.
Needs to give some of those coins over to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. He maybe has too many. I don't know, he's hoarded it all for himself. But he's at a one-on-one situation right here to go for a big, big victory. All of a sudden, ADEF nipping at his heels right there. He would love to secure another lobby victory. Although it looks like his opponent has a lot of coins as well.
Yeah, Off making an interesting decision going into that warp zone, choosing the 1-2 loop again. I'm not I'm not sure if that's, I was just about to say, I'm not sure if that's going to pay off for him. It shows what I know. Off got it. GG.
GG to Off. That is another big 10-pointer for him. No KO on that one. That should be by our count, I think 40. I'm not 100% sure, but quite a bit. Right now, up a full lobby victory on 8F and the rest of the competition. Cosmic right now in last place, but he's got 4 opponents in his lobby. Got good amount of coins, over 420 now, almost 400, almost maxed out on his timer. 4 opponents, got targeting up against 2 of them.
Yeah, and you can tell Cosmic's opponents have a lot of coins right now. You see all of their little coin icons in the top are maxed out there. I think it maxes, was that 2, 4, 6? I don't know, it maxes out. They can have more coins than it's displaying, but if you notice that you're targeting someone or someone in your lobby has a lot of those icons, that means they're pretty rich on coins, which could be a problem for Cosmic, but Cosmic's also rich on coins. And that's another thing with this game is, you know, you mentioned like using all your kind of speedrun skill in a new way, knowing where the secrets are in the levels. There's a surprising amount of hidden boxes and stuff in Mario 1, and knowing those locations can really, really help out. It can get you an extra power-up when you need it. Sometimes there's an invisible one-up somewhere, and Cosmic, of course, no stranger to like everything in this game, so not to be counted out.
Absolutely. It's a delicious melding of so many different skill sets of, again, going fast, having those good survival skills, almost like a routing process as well, and being able to see those 3 levels lined up where you could go out of, say, like a 1-2 warp, and knowing immediately this is going to be best for my game in this situation right now with this many players left. Really cool stuff to see. We'll see if those strategies change at all as we're getting closer and closer to that 90-minute mark. Again, that is the cutoff point. And for anyone wondering, there is no Hail Mary play here tonight. At 90 minutes, you place the controllers down, you will get points for your KOs for that lobby. But that'll be it at 90 minutes. We do have a schedule to uphold. As coming up after this, we'll have Super Orb Bros with Mitch Flower Power. Certain co-commentator of mine, I believe, is going to be on for that one as well.
It's been a big day for me, but I'm very excited for that.
Absolutely. Pie securing one more KO here in his lobby right now. Sitting at 23.6 behind 8F for second place. Staying just ahead of Cosmic. Cosmic, 2 players left, 2 opponents left in his. 8F still a lot left in his lobby.
Yeah, look at Cosmic right there. Kind of, I think the reason they stood there was to get a few more enemies in the queue. And that's where you're just kind of playing chicken with that red timer that you maybe want to stand a little bit, let some enemies build up, but if you stand too long, that's bad too. This is such an intense match for Cosmic. I'm really interested to see the way Cosmic's match goes. Pi is well getting into red time, but Cosmic is facing off against some really resource-heavy opponents, and Cosmic also with resources as well, so this match could get very interesting as it gets into deep late game.
Yeah,
what we're really,
this is...
what we're really looking for is those, you know, it's always fun, it's a crowd pleaser, the enemy parties, you know, get a ton of Lakitus on screen, a ton of Bullet Bills on screen. That always gets really fun, and I think some of the players are probably playing to try to make that happen.
As you said, his one other opponent right now, he's going to go to the well, see if he can get anything. Only the mushroom power-up, the worst of the 4 that he could see right there. At least gives him a little bit of health to work with. Making his way through 8-4, just a lot of 8-4 in our lobbies today. Not something you generally see too much of.
Yeah, I've been really surprised actually. 8-4 doesn't come up. And to add to that, if you were to get this game for yourself and try to play it, you have to unlock each level by encountering it in the game and then beating it. So that means that anyone that added 8-4 to the pool is probably an experienced player because they've managed to actually unlock that in the game. But so is Cosmic. And one thing to note, sending the Hammer Bowser, that is a big difference. And they are way more dangerous than regular Bowsers. They show up in 8-4 and 7-4. And I can't remember if 6-4 or not, but at least 8 and 7. And Cosmic getting that Hammer Bowser right back. So you might see a little bit of a trade between Cosmic and his opponent as they send Hammer Bowsers back and forth to each other.
see a tight situation here for Pi, over 400 coins, but getting lower on time, and here in 6-3 with a Hammer Bros, just a real poopy sandwich right there. Not loving what Pi's seeing, has secured 2 KOs in this lobby so far. Got a Hammer Bro, trying to play it out, only seeing a mushroom. He's saying, come on, slots, give me something.
Yeah.
Little something, barely making that jump, but oh! What happened?
The spring, I think the spring got him. And that's, and that's a great example of Pi wanted to roll the star there, but the roulette, as far as I know, there's no way to predict it, so they didn't get the star, and that wasted coins also, but I'm pretty sure the spring, those springs are, try to avoid them if possible. They are just weird, and they'll bump you in a weird way, or you won't get the height from it. That was really unfortunate, though. Sorry, Pi. Oh, no, and Cosmic, too, running out of time with 80 coins left. Gosh.
Cosmic has had a frustrating evening. People just won't let him. Just a lot of timeouts, unfortunately. Second place timeouts, just not quite being able to outlast him. And I would say this is the first time where the timer is starting to play a part. Cosmic right there still can easily, with just a couple swings here and there, catch Pi and 8F. But if you're going for first place, Oz sitting at that commanding 40 points, that is getting tougher and tougher, and we're running out of time. Under 35 minutes left in the match for Cosmic to catch him. 8F in the best position still to catch all the blues out of anyone. Off, unfortunately, taking another loss right there, going back in, not able to push out that lead any further. 8F, the pressure is on him right now. Only one deep in our match. Our other 3 players having to restart up some lobbies. Some tough lobbies right there overall for our opponents tonight.
Good knowledge. Good knowledge from 8F there, knowing where that invisible 1-up is. I believe that's the same position as the regular SMB1, but because lives have no value in this, because if you fall, you just die, 1-ups get you extra coins, and that's a free 20-coin roulette. So knowing all the positions of all the invisible 1-ups is very, very helpful in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Each one of those just equals another power-up you can pull from the slot machine later on. And very good to have that knowledge base for this game for sure, knowing all 32 levels really, really well.
Yeah, in general, you don't want to go, and Pi starting out in the in an early game here, building up resources. This is a tricky level for early game, and in fact, these -3 levels, oh no, are so tricky because they're full of pits like that, and they don't have that many resources. Freaking -3s.
Freaking -3s. Is there any part of you, if you see an 8-4, a -3 super early in your queue, are you okay with the concept of taking a death early? Or are you playing off of, this is a tough level and others are gonna have to play as well. This could be a quick lobby for me to get a victory.
Yeah, it all depends. Sometimes you want, like I said, you're kind of looking at your opponents and you're trying to understand what you're up against. If you take a Cosmic's screen in the lower right is a good example right now. Some of the players you see have their coin counter filled out, and some of them don't. And you can also get, if you're quick and you glance a little bit, you can kind of tell where they are. And so sometimes it might be to your advantage to get to the harder levels before everybody else in your lobby so that they're all catching up with you. And sometimes if you're low on resources, maybe you want to hang back a little bit and then use the tough stuff that they're sending at you to help get more time and resources. So it's all about this situational awareness. And like you said, it's not all speed running. It's deftness of movement. You know, there is an optimization. Like, for example, Cosmic getting every single coin in this bonus level. You need to use optimized movement and have good control of the character. It's just that the basic meta has changed from, okay, everything in service of going fast to, okay, everything in service of just getting what I need. And I love the fact that this game allows players to express a different part of their skills like that. We always see everybody go so fast, but what do you do in a situation where you have different priorities, but you still have to have the same amount of really good control? And I've actually, as a former high-score Mario player myself, I have actually really enjoyed seeing some speedrunners have to kind of play on our turf now with the, now you gotta learn high-score strat. So it's been fun to see everyone adapt a little bit.
Love to see it. Absolutely, like you said, different skill sets come into play here. As ADEF trying to go our closest to being able to catch off. He's in a lobby with only 2 other opponents. This could be a real quick tie for him, potentially even take a lead if one of these could be a KO on his part. But we are into that red timer. About to go south the 300, or, oh, I'm a liar, pushing it above that, killing a lot of enemies here in the underground 1-2 level. The classic for SMB 35.
ADEF is playing with so much determination.
Go ahead.
So much determination from ADEF right now. It just look at the focus. He's just so locked on. I love that. Love to see it.
Yeah, to give you an update, looking at all of our players, yeah, ADEF has got 2 opponents left in his lobby, electing to take the 1-1 in the middle of those 1-2, 1-1 options right there, trying to stay out in the open, pick up these power-ups, trying to work against that red timer that's running down. He's starting to pull on those resources, getting a few bounce combos right there, helping out that time. Very nice. We got Off, obviously, with the commanding lead right now by a full lobby over ADEF. Could change quickly. Doesn't have himself targeted onto a lot of attackers. Big lobby he's still in right now. Pie still early in his lobby as well, but up against 3 other opposing attackers right now, jumping back and forth. Still relatively early there. And Cosmic, 7 left in his lobby, already securing a KO, cutting into that lead just a little bit on his opponents, but really right now needs to see some lobby victories as we move into the final 30-minute period of our Super Mario Bros. 35 AGDQ 2021 showcase. Let's take it over to Skybilz to hear some donations as we work towards that $2.5 million.
Absolutely, and I'm happy you mentioned the 2.5 million. Remember, folks, we do get to see Ocarina of Time if we hit that 2.5 million. So let's keep pushing for that, folks. And remember, did you know you can also donate for Pokemon name memes coming up? So if you would like to have 2 incentives for the price of 1, now is the time to do that. We have $5 from Pretty Pink Pansy, who says, as one of Oz Twitch mods, I know he's been practicing for this. I have all the faith in him. Much love, buddy. Shoutouts to Team Oth. Thank you, Red. Appreciate that.
Do want to give a shout outs real quick to ADEF. The timer was getting fast, but he never doubted himself. You brought up how determined he looks. Well, that score now looks pretty determined. Tied with Arthur Blues for first place at 40 points. It's getting late and it's getting tight, everyone. Who's going to take it home? Sound off in chat. Sky, I'll kick it back over to you for a few more donations.
Absolutely, and speaking of ADEF, we have $250 from English Dude. He says, Pants Gang, sending some diamond salad vibes to my boy ADEF. Often Cosmic Killer too, and wish them all of the fun. We have a $1,000 donation from Steve Danger, who says, thanks to everyone who helped put on such a great event, from tech to hosts and commentators. I look forward to it every year and cannot wait for SGDQ. Also, Team Pie Hype. My goodness, there's so many. And again, I want to thank everybody for coming out and representing their teams there. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to our lovely commentators. I want to make sure we get a couple more donations in here to make sure we get some representation from our teams here. We have a $10 donation from Pastor Carter, who says, Team Cosmic, I've been in a lobby with him before. It's brutal. Lakitu party, here we come. And we have a $25 donation from Trisha, who says, I've been looking forward to the Mario 35 race all week. One of the best hosts, Skybilz, and 4 fantastic runners will make for a surefire highlight and proudly representing Team Off. And also, just to keep those Pokemon donations fresh for the incentive, we have a $100 donation from Nicole Goodnight, who says, okay, I just have to donate towards the naming for Pidgey. It would really make my day if we could honor Knees the Caterpie by having the name Catter Knees. Oh, we had to have at least one pun in there. Thank you so much, Nicole.
Yeah, again, hype everyone. We got 3 amazing speedruns, at least 2 secured right now in Super Orb Bros and Pokemon. Gonna catch them all in under 2 hours. How are they gonna do it? You're gonna have to stick around to find out. And to get us to the 2.5 million, there will be 3 more runs left on the schedule as ZFG is gonna possibly one-up catch 150 Pokemon in under 2 hours. I'm gonna show you how to beat all the dungeons in Ocarina of Time in under 1. As we have now got ADEF taking the lead with 2 KOs in this current lobby, now up 42-40 on Off. Unfortunately, I look over, I see Cheep, and I don't see a Mario for I Ate Your Pie. So gonna be restarting new lobby here as Cosmic creeping up to Pie for 3rd place right now. 2 KOs in his lobby and up against 2 other opponents, both of them targeting him. Cosmic one of the best Super Mario Brothers 1 players in the world, but he's gonna need some lobby victory soon. We're running out of time.
And one thing I'd really like to point out, ADEF going up on Author Blues right now. ADEF's, excuse me, ADEF's aggressive style right now is really helping get those KOs. You notice more people, ADEF is trying to manipulate attackers a little bit to get more targets, and Auth, on the other hand, only has 2. And I think that's helping make the difference a little bit for ADEF. With more attackers, you're sending more garbage out, and you want to get those KOs. So I'm curious to see if Auth is going to maybe try to switch it up. It looks like Auth is trying to, oh yeah, in 8-1, Auth is trying to really just keep it cool, try to win the matches. But really, I love the difference right now between ADEF with just all these attackers just going ham all over the place, and Auth keeping it chill, keeping it safe, and trying to get the victory.
Yeah, really good movement from our players as well, because again, we are speedrunners. Love the movement back there from Auth. Going up those single tile with the little gap spaces there over the Bowser into the flagpole. Love to see it. Now got a Fire Flower. Gonna try to pick off this Bowser, because again, that is good junk to send to your opponents. Looks like he's got a lot of opponents who are pretty rich themselves. Auth actually getting a little lower in coins, under 200 right now. Has his time basically maxed out at the very least.
Yeah,
Cosmic down, needing that lobby victory. He's got a lot of coins, a lot of time, and another KO for him right now. He's got a chance to jump into 3rd place if he can knock out this one other opponent, but that has been the storyline for Cosmic all night long. One opponent to the 10-pointer, but they keep blocking him. Will he be able to avoid the Hakeem Olajuwon play with this lobby victory right now, this potential lobby victory?
Really good play for Auth, even though it's risky right now. Auth in, I believe this is 6-1, choosing to go for the coin bonus room. That's good situational awareness. Auth knows that he needs coins to be able to keep this red time going, and this isn't really the play that you'd want to make right now, IMO, but it's the right one to get Auth a few more coins and also 2 screen transitions, which frees the timer a little bit. So Auth is really going to have to make a stand here. I don't know, I don't even know what I would do if I were Auth right now, but it looks like a couple of Auth's opponents, especially someone in a water level on the left, might be knocked out soon. So it might be a good idea to start targeting other players, as ADEF in the upper left gets another KO, and Cosmic still, ooh yeah, running down red time for Cosmic right now. And Pi, too, generating a lot of attackers. I think that's going to make the difference.
Those attackers we've seen. We got 6 attackers on Pi. Everyone not supporting the I Hate Your Game, but Pi trusting the process and trying to make his way to another lobby victory. We're seeing some tough moments here for Pi, but one lobby victory for him or Cosmic, and they're right back in this, nearing the final 20 minutes of the challenge.
Yeah, there is definitely time, and Cosmic wants this win right now for sure. Now, this is an interesting situation, and I'm curious to see what Cosmic is going to do. There are, again, not a lot of enemies, but it looks like Cosmic's opponent, you can tell when their screen gets red, they're running really low on time, and there's a win for Cosmic. Nice job.
Very, very nice. Boosting him up into 3rd place. Still going to need a lobby and a few KOs to catch up with ADEF and Auth. But if there's one player you think you can do it, it's the SMB1 legend himself, Cosmic. I Hate Your Pi right now with 1 knockout in his lobby. Starting to work through his lobby pretty quickly. Still maxed out on time. Middling in his coins, but still targeting 2 other of his remaining 7 opponents. ADEF, though, the big screen to look for here in the top left. Checking out his options. Gonna take another 1-1, targeting both of his other opponents. Very rich and has a lot of time to spare. 1 victory here, all of a sudden, this could be the moment of the match right now to go up more than a full lobby victory on Author Blues with the big comeback.
Yeah, Auth is in some dangerous levels right now.
Going through a castle level.
Now this might be an opportunity, and I'm curious to see what Auth does here. With the amount of opponents left in the match, probably isn't the best idea. It probably wouldn't work out, but what you can do in these levels, these castle levels, where you have to go on the correct path to progress, A strat sometimes can be take the wrong path on purpose, and now you're just looping through that castle over and over again, collecting resources, destroying enemies for time. You're not going to pick up a lot of coins, but if you have the bankroll for it to spend down on your power-ups, it might not be a bad idea. And I'm curious to see what Off does here. Again, 8-4. Off just seems to be getting 6 3s and 8 4s like all night.
Golly, so much of the last level, but again, they train for these sorts of moments. The more challenging levels coming in, challenging our opponents, but they're up for the challenges. All of them have taken 2 to 3 lobby victories in just, and closing in on 70 minutes of SMB 35 gameplay. Awesome stuff to see from our runners. Great representation of the community.
Yeah, these are very, very talented players. You can tell everybody's lasting very late into the match. I mean, honestly, top 5 in a match is really good because sometimes it comes down to just, something bad happened. Like a balloon and something bad happens.
We've got right here, Off doing all he can, trying to,
Did he get it?
I didn't even,
What the? Wait.
no, I look.
Oh, he died.
It looks like. Yeah, he took a death right there. I don't know if he maybe had a star and it just ran out the last second. Not 100% sure. But now Off went from ahead going into that lobby to now in catch-up mode. Cannot afford 8F right now, taking a victory in his lobby as he's up against 2 more opponents. Very rich and has a lot of time to work with as he's taking out more Bowsers to send over.
Yeah, I gotta hand it.
Pow block, big Pow block, sending out 2 Bowsers.
I say I gotta hand it to Off on that death with not that many coins. Off knew that he had to be a little bit more conservative and wasn't rolling the roulette as much because you gotta take the risk, be the small Mario, and try to make it out to a better position. So give props to Off. He went down swinging on that one.
Absolutely. Sometimes you just don't have the coins. You got to play it a little more aggressive. And this isn't your granddad's SMB. I should say your dad's. We're not that old. Like this game's not that old. This isn't your papa's SMB1. A lot more enemies on screen they got to deal with. Couldn't quite game around all of those. Just mistimed that just a little bit to get to sending out that Bowser and whatnot. All right, 8F moving into red timer right now. He's up against only one other opponent. This could be massive, chat. We're in the final 20 minutes. One opponent standing between 8F and pushing out to a 13, potentially 14-point lead as he's got Fire Flowers. He sends one Bowser over. He's got a star. He sends a second Bowser over. Although there's a third Bowser. Who's in the Bowser levels? Who's sending him over? 8F doing his best to play some defense and send him back. Looks like Pi secured another KO victory himself in his lobby. Got 2 opponents left. This lobby running a little bit faster, and he's going to need it as we're running out of time.
Wow, that was actually really clever from 8F there. You saw 8F get cornered by both of those Bowsers. 8F knows that he's got coins to spend, and he knows he's on red time. So he intentionally took damage while waiting to get a preferable roulette, and that taking damage, getting iframes, stops the timer momentarily, and that was actually really smart, if intentional, which I'm assuming it was because he just kind of stood there. And again, using that's another thing too, 8F, you saw kill Bowser with a shell. That can be really helpful. If you notice that you can kick a shell at a Bowser, do that, because otherwise you're just throwing fireballs at him. But this is a cool spot because Off has got now 2 KOs in his match, and 8F is going to bank, if he does not win the match, is going to bank those 3 KOs. So this win right now for 8F could be like the win that would put him over.
Absolutely. Off with a couple, he's had a couple times now, just real quick KOs, and that's what he needs right now to keep it within a lobby's difference right now. Still very early on in his match, and we're starting to look at, they're about to potentially get into their final lobbies. Pi gonna need a victory in this lobby right here, and probably another lobby victory to try to pull this back. 8F could clinch it potentially right here with a little over 15 minutes left to go. Nice moving up on those bloopers. Ooh, good read
really
right
good
there from the Cheep coming up.
That was
sick.
that was a great bounce combo, and that's exactly what we're talking about with this improvisation. There's no pattern for that. You don't know where they're going to be. Are you good enough at moving Mario? Which sounds silly, but you can be really good at that, as evidenced by these players. Are you good enough to be able to just bounce on one, bounce on the other, wherever they are? Can you see that and just make the shot? Great job.
High with a big bounce combo there as well. Also jumping down, trying to secure the bounce onto the Hammer Bro, and now just gonna take a star, avoiding all those tiny one-tile pits. Gonna want to get rid of this Hammer Bro as well and chain it into another star. Again, these are big moments on the line. 2 people left in each, one opponent apiece for Pi and Adef. Really want to secure these victories right now. Pi to stay in the game, Adef to potentially win it.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but Adef is in a pretty good position and could actually win this match, I think. His opponent does not have that many coins, and this bridge level is pretty dangerous, but yeah, making great use of the bounce combos and the shell combos to get through. This match is, I think, is Adef's to win. He's playing very, very well right now, and oh, Pi! Oh, no!
The one-tile slippage from I ate your pie. Sure, he has a few choice words right there. Wasn't quite able to secure it. I liked the slow play from him. He knew he had a lot of time. He just had to wait for a couple of Goombas, a couple of junk enemies to get out of the way. That is going to be tough for Pi to come back from based on just time alone. Again, we're in the final 15 minutes of our challenge tonight. Adef, you can see, looks like, I believe, took the victory.
Got it.
Wow. But yeah, there was a little bit of lag on my screen right there. Adef potentially securing this one. Off the closest, though, has secured 3 KOs in his lobby. Off, if he can get one more lobby victory, ties it back up. It is looking like a 2-horse race for first place, at least. We got 2 different races, one on the top of your screen, one on the bottom of your screen. I Ate Your Pie versus Cosmic, and Adef versus Author Blues. Only one of them can go home, the winner of the HDQ 2021 SMB 35 Challenge.
I am just loving how this is shaping up right now. If Oth wins his match, he'll be tied. If Oth can get more KOs and win the match, he'll be ahead, but he has to win the match to stay in it. I love how this is shaping up right now. This is so dynamic.
We have time for a few more donations.
Please, God, read it.
All right, we have $50 from Eon, who says, always a blast to watch friends on GDQ. Go Team Off. We have $25 from Synth and Lasers, been loving GDQ all week. As always, let's go for 2.5 million and beyond. Shoutouts to all the runners, hosts, event staff, PCF, and of course, Team Off. And then we have a $15 donation. Hang on for a second, my thing just scrolled on me. There we go. A $10 donation from Bad Actor, who says, to Author Blues, hey there, Big Cheese. Good luck applying dynamic entry to all the schmoers. We have firm belief in you, and if I could see some auth fairs in chat, I'd really appreciate that. And there's the donation, $15 from Anonymous. Those of you who are fans of Pi will understand why I was looking for this one. Don't let his amazing skills, blistering speed, and silky smooth moves detract you from the fact that I Ate Your Pie once died to King Digdongo and Ocarina of Time randomizer. Team I Ate Your Pie. My goodness, and I think we know why that was anonymous. I very much love it still, though. And that being said, folks,
I swear that was not me. Go ahead.
Are you sure? Anyways, let's push for that 2.5 million, y'all.
Working towards $2.5 million. We're getting hype in here, chat. We've been hyped for a week, but keep it going. I believe in all of you, and we believe Author Blues still has a shot to take this from Adef. He's got just 3 other opponents left in his lobby. Hasn't secured another KO since then. But again, 1 lobby victory, and he ties it back up. Cosmic, another 3 knockouts in his lobby, so I wouldn't say he's quite out of it, but he needs a victory, and he needs it quick.
I saw a good
so
play
he can just get into another lobby.
I saw a good play from Cosmic just now. Cosmic realized that in red time, he needs more enemies to destroy. And so he hung out for a minute and spun the wheel of attackers to hopefully kind of get some other people attacking him, and that will generate garbage enemies for him to destroy. Good presence of mind.
Absolutely. Cosmic here in 1-2. Once again, 770 coins. Unfortunate hit right there, but he's got a lot of coins he can pull from. Mainly just wants to avoid, obviously, taking the death. Gonna like to just move on naturally and hit this flagpole and get on to the next level.
Yeah, interesting
Another
choice.
1-1.
I'm
yeah,
not
I was
sure.
like, I feel like I don't see that too often.
No.
For the most part, they just pull from the warps.
No, hardly ever. I wonder, I'd actually be curious why Cosmic did that. I'm guessing it was perhaps to stall the screen, or stall the timer with a screen transition. But I actually don't know. That's an interesting move. I hope it pays off for him, though. And Oth going in, getting the choice right now, taking that 4-2 warp and getting to choose a level. So 8-4, Oth picked this.
We have got your leader in the top left corner who has secured another KO. And once again, 4 attackers on him right now, sending those enemies out, sending that junk out as quickly as he can. We're coming up on 10 minutes left in the race. Can 8F hold on? Has been an absolute beast mode for the last about 35 minutes. Has taken the lead from Author Blues. Off doing what he can to try to hang in. Cosmic with another victory in his lobby, though. It's going to be 10 more points. And all of a sudden, he is within striking range. Only 1 point behind Author Blues.
Hey, Spike, you want to add some excitement to everything that's already been going on here?
Oh my God, I don't know if I can handle it, but give it to me.
Did you know that we have a new incentive that just opened up? So you like Ocarina of Time, we have the 2.5 million. What if we have this incentive at $225,000 and 64 cents? The 64 cents is important for N64. For an Ocarina of Time glitch exhibition, let's get there and let's do that. And again, remember folks, you can have those dollars go towards both the glitch exhibition and the 2.5 million goal. Let's do it, let's go. More Ocarina and more GDQ hype. Let's go, Spike.
Let's go, chat. We're rolling deep. We're going for breaking all sorts of records this week as our players are breaking records as well, breaking the hearts of all these little NPCs wanting to affect the SMB 35 challenge. 8F, Cosmic, I ate your pie, and Author Blue saying, not so fast, my friend. You heard it. You heard it from Sky. Get those donations, everyone. $225,000 and 64 cents. And you can see a glitch exhibition. And I've been told Ocarina of Time has 1 or 2 glitches in it. That might be pretty funny. Go ahead, Glitch Cat. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to point out that Oth is in such an interesting situation here. Red time, lots of coins, and 4-1 with, the potential to create a Lakitu swarm. Although it seems unlikely because there's only 1 player left in the match, but this is an interesting spot for Oth to be in with the chance to send some powerful enemies. And look at the bravery here. Oth choosing, choosing. So rolling for a power-up to make up a little bit of the time, and then choosing to hang out there and hit that multi-coin block. That's brave, but man, we'll see if that pays off. That was a brave move.
Yeah, brave move right there. Beautiful chain bounce right there for Oth.
Oh, and Pi taking another pit death. Oh no.
Unfortunate for Pi, kind of right here. Has had a bad couple of lobbies here and there. Still not out of it by any means to potentially slip up into a higher position, but gonna need them real fast and real soon, as 8F just will not let the lead go. Off, it might be this one NPC for Off preventing him from getting back into it, not letting 8F let the lead go.
Yeah, Oth's opponent is definitely powerful. We'll see. This is it for Oth. If Oth can win this match, he'll tie. If Oth can win this match by knocking out his opponent, he'll be in the lead. I think that's so interesting, and some great saves as Oth takes damage but lands on that ledge. That was amazing, actually.
I feel like Oth has been facing this one other opponent for about the entirety of this challenge right now. Let's see if he can get rid of him as Cosmic, a big jump over a big old Bowser into the star, and now destroying many enemies, going towards 4 other opponents. If he can get through this lobby quick enough, he's still got a shot just like Oth to catch 8F, but 8F not giving up the lead.
Yeah, Cosmic also, like you said, in a good position. And also, too, Cosmic is really aggressive with his targeting. And that might produce a couple of KOs, which if Cosmic could get, 2? Yeah, it wants one KO and a win to tie, and 2 KOs and a win to take the lead. So do not count Cosmic out here. Oth getting really tense. This is a really, really tense moment for Oth. We'll see. His opponent might have a little bit more time, but this is the time for big plays, maybe some damage boosting combos. Off has got to go so fast right now.
Yeah, just over 100 seconds. Beautiful shell right there to go from 100 to 160 seconds right now. And able to get that chain bounce up, snag a fire flower, and start going to work because he's got a lot of work to make up right now. Trying to get rid of all this vomit of enemies right now to keep the timer from hitting 0. Can he take out this one other opponent? Starting to run lower on coins, it's looking like, in that corner.
Yeah, Off is trying to maybe grab. Oh, he got it! And he got it with a KO! Or did he? Was that a KO? I saw him win. Holy cow,
I think maybe, possibly, was that a KO?
That's a KO.
Actually, not 100% sure.
Yeah, Off put up 53. 53 points for Off and a KO. Wow.
And on the other side, ADEF not able to secure the victory, leaving the door open for both Off and Kozlik to potentially come back. Off 3 points behind. Here's the question. Can he get 3 KOs? You usually are relying on the lobby. Might just need enough friendly NPCs to die to some of your junk enemies because we're here in the final almost 5 minutes left in the match. Can it happen?
There might not be time to actually finish a lobby right now, so the presence of mind play is just to go for KOs. I'm really, really interested to see. Cosmic has a shot. If Cosmic has enough players that he could KO for a win, and ADEF right now just trying to rack up, I think if I were ADEF right now, I'd be just going for KOs. Just get those extra points. And ADEF, you see spinning the wheel of attackers again to get attackers early in the match, and that's a really good play. Wow, I'm like watching this. I'm trying to commentate, but I'm loving this match right now, how close everything is.
Yeah, we've got big early lobbies for both ADEF and Off. Right now, Pi dealing with a medium lobby of 13 players attacking one other opponent at this point. Could secure one more victory, looks like, in that time. And Kozlik right now with 6 players left on his screen, the closest to potentially a lobby victory, and that's what he's gonna need to stay in this race right now. Could all just be a little too late. Let's fit in just a few quick donations as we're all on pins and needles, seeing who's gonna be able to take this home. Will it be ADEF? Let's kick it over for a few donations, Sky.
Could I just say, I'm happy y'all are taking a breath here. I'm not sure how you're managing to breathe between this commentary, but my goodness.
I have drained an entire bottle of water.
I'm right there with you. So let's see, we have a $100 donation from Anonymous who says Team Cosmic, and $25 from Nox Mexico who says yes, Team Cosmic. And both of those were together, so I appreciate the timing on those. We have a $50 donation from Mobile Keys who says, amazing, few have made it this far. Beyond lies the gamer zone. This gnarly challenge is totally tubular, and it's way cool how ADEF, Author Blues, I Eat Your Pie, and Cosmic are demonstrating their awesome gameplay to raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Personally, I'm a fan of Groovy Beard and Jersey combo. It's really mondo cool, and I'm hoping for more outrageous gameplay from our Funky 4 gamers. Shoutouts to Team Pie! I'm sorry for those puns. I had to do it at least once.
I loved every single one of them. You can't be a fan of GDQ and not be a little bit into the pun game. Right now, Cosmic trying to take out this Bowser with the Fire Flower. Gonna end up just bailing on it and moving on again. He's got 3 other opponents left in his lobby saying, would y'all just get out of here? This isn't your show, please. Off able to secure a KO. He's 2 behind ADEF right now. This is going to absolutely come down to the wire, and that might be the game left to watch. He's targeting 5 other opponents right now. If the junk can just work it out in the right way, Off could snipe this victory. ADEF hasn't gotten another KO victory in his time in this lobby as we're in the final 3 minutes of the match. Unfortunately, it's not like other sports. I can't call a timeout. We can't coach this at all. You just gotta go. You gotta make these calls on the fly. What's your strategy? How it might change here at the end. Off doing all he can, just kill as many enemies as possible. Getting that star going, just flying through so many enemies.
Yeah, Oth is definitely trying to get aggressive right now because Oth could get enough KOs here by the end to win it with, what, like 5 minutes left? Yeah, this is super aggressive gameplay right now. Oth knows that he wants KOs, and he's trying to aim for them.
Yeah, you kind of have to abandon the thought of a lobby victory at this point. Hope ADEF isn't getting any over on his side. Anybody coming in late, off led for the majority of the match, but then ADEF has taken the lead off of about 3 straight lobby victories. 3, maybe it was even actually the full 4 in a row. Unbelievable stuff.
Cosmic trying his best right now, but I
Building up his coin count.
I don't know if the math is in Cosmic's favor. I don't know, even with a lobby win. Yeah, even with a lobby win and all the remaining KOs, I don't think the math is in Cosmic's favor right now with the time that we have left. So really, it's ADEF. ADEF in the lead, and if Oth can get the KOs in time, that's gonna get it. Oh no! Oh, I think that's a pit death for ADEF, and no KOs on that match, meaning that this is all. So ADEF wins the. If we got 5 minutes to go or so, ADEF wins this unless Author Blues can get what 4 KOs in this match, and he has the ability to do that, but it's kind of up to the other players just as much as it's up to
We're
Oth.
here in the final minute of the match right now. So if you're going to see the kills, you need them to happen right now for Author Blues. Maybe if Cosmic can kill both of them here in about 60 seconds, got to get KOs on them as well. Unbelievably close. ADEF just... He's just like, oh, I'm putting it down. I'm praying. We'll see if Oth can catch up to me. We'll see if Cosmic's got a shot. I think it's all going to be a little too late. No NPCs trying to switch it up here. And with that, that is going to do it. ADEF taking the AGDQ 2021 victory. Off and Cosmic right behind. Pi putting on a great show, was right there before Cosmic went into beast mode, and ADEF went into just absolute domination mode, winning 3 or 4 lobbies in a row. Off only a few points behind after leading for much of the match. Unbelievable showcase by all 4 of our runners. Was that 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lobby victories in 90 minutes of play? That is not easy to do. So many of them getting so deep into it. Glitch Cat, what do you think of what you just saw?
That was absolutely amazing, and I love how dynamic the ending got. ADEF played with a lot of determination. You can see it, and you see the happiness right now. ADEF played with so much determination, and I know ADEF trained really hard for this, so really great job. Pi also doing very well. Unfortunately, took some pit deaths that really put them a little bit lower in the lobby. Oth did so well, but just needed the KOs at the end, and the other players were pretty good. And I feel like Cosmic played so well, but just kept getting blocked right at the end.
2 or 3 different second places for Cosmic right there. That's all the difference right there. Even if you had one more, would have been in the same boat as Off. Had been building up a lot of KO victories, could have had the shot, but again, unbelievable showcase. It was great to see all 4 of them perform here on the big stage. As we're moving deeper and deeper into AGDQ 2021, past $2.2 million, I'm going to kick it back over to Skybilz to keep the hype train going into Mitch Flower, Power, Etiquette, and potentially ZFG, everyone, showcasing even more amazing speedruns here at the conclusion of AGDQ 2021. Take it away, Sky.
Oh my goodness, welcome back, y'all. Let's hear it one more time for Author Blues, iEarPie, Cosmic, and ADEF. And of course, there is also Glitch Cat 7 and Spike Vegeta on commentary. Thank you all so much. What a showcase. One of the most hype events I've seen out of GDQ yet. As a reminder, folks, remember, we do have many incentives left in this marathon. 2.5 million to Ocarina of Time. And let's not forget that glitch exhibition as well, $225,000 and 64 cents. So please, if you would like to see more GDQ, please get those donations in. We have $25 from Jackstronomy, who says, shout outs to iEarPie from Milwaukee. We have Druver donating $25 saying, let's go Team Cosmic, so excited to see this run. The Kyle Thomas donates $35 saying donating not only to pay tribute to my host fam, but also to name Pidgey Catterneys. Love you all and thanks for an amazing week. And yes, folks, let's not forget about that Pokemon incentive as well. If you would like those fresh, family-friendly memes read, please be sure to get those donations in for your Pokemon as well. Jeff MCG donates $25 saying, why did Toad want to move to a bigger house? Because he doesn't have mushroom. I see what you did there and I appreciate that. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. I am Skybilz. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021, powered by Twitch. We have a $35 donation from Anonymous who says, awesome race, GG ADF. Now let's start a donation train for Ocarina of Time. We have $150 from Deathly Escape who says, let's get that glitch exhibition. ZFG Smug. Why don't we get some ZFG emotes in the chat, y'all, if you got them. And Sino donates $25 saying, let's have that Ocarina of Time glitch exhibition. I want ZFG to show us something cool. Speaking of something cool, Sent, do you have any prizes?
everyone. My name is Sent, and my job is to pop up throughout the marathon to tell you all about some of the absolutely amazing prizes that you can win if you donate during the marathon. And let me tell you, there are a lot of prizes available right now. There are, in fact, a ton of prizes. If you want to get entered into everything I'm about to talk about, it's going to be at least a $50 minimum donation or a $250 minimum donation if you have not gotten entered into our grand prize yet, which is a $250 cumulative donation throughout the marathon. While you're getting those donations in, make sure you get them in for that Ocarina of Time Glitz exhibition. Let's get the run into the marathon at 2.5 million. Let's get that extra glitch exhibition into the marathon as well. Trust me on this one. If you thought any of the previous glitch exhibitions we've had were ridiculous, you have seen nothing yet. And Ocarina of Time is going to cement its status as one of the most broken speed games ever. You don't want to miss it. But let's talk about some of the amazing prizes that are available right now, and I'm going to let you in on a secret. Right now, we are in between two different prize blocks. We have a bunch of prizes ending with Super Orb Bros, as well as a bunch of prizes that are now starting on Super Orb Bros. That means if you donate now or during Super Orb Bros, you're going to be entered into a ton of absolutely amazing prizes. Let's go over some of them because they are actually just great. From Cute Monster Props, we have this beautiful dragon coin. We've got Princess Peach's face on one side of the coin, as well as Yoshi on the other side as the traditional Super Mario World Dragon coin. Thank you so much to Cute Monster Props. It's only a $5 minimum donation. It's absolutely beautiful. Make sure to get those donations in. From Techie Stitches, we have an absolutely lovely framed Legend of Zelda cross stitch. You saw me throw up an image of it before. It's incredible. It's of young Link riding Epona. It's like thousands of states. It's mind-boggling. Head over to gamesdonequick.com. Check out the prizes list. You're not gonna want to miss it. It's wonderful. For a $50 minimum donation from Heather Miller, we have a beautiful Legend of Zelda Link quilt. It's got 4 different Links on it from the original Legend of Zelda game. It looks absolutely fantastic. You definitely want to get in a donation for it, and it's a $50 minimum donation from now until the end of Orbro. So you're going to need to get those donations on real soon. From Professor Caton, we have this absolutely beautiful Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening bead canvas. It comes framed with a stand. You got Link as a perler and Bow Wow as a perler standing right outside of Bow Wow's house, just like the scene from Link's Awakening. It's super cool. How could you not love it? Only a $15 minimum donation, but you got to get that donation in before the end of Orb Bros. Get your donations in as soon as you can. Let's see. From Kit Kat. Yeah, I actually haven't gotten to show this off yet. It just got here. From Kit Kat, we have this absolutely... Oh, that's not what I'm trying to show right now. That's fine, though. We'll get to that later. It's beautiful, too. But from Kit Kat, we have this absolutely beautiful Legend of Zelda Sacred Grove print. Now, I know it's a little hard to see from this angle, but if I shift it around just a little bit, this is not a 2D print. This is actually several layers of paper in this frame, making it a 3D version of, the Master Sword pedestal from Link to the Past. It's a super cool idea. Shoutouts to Kit Kat for making it happen. You can see a great picture of it over at gamesdonequick.com. It's only a $10 minimum donation. This is only a $10 minimum donation. Why not get some donations in for it? But you got to get them in before the end of Orb Bros. It's absolutely amazing. From Nyla Ator, we have a beautiful Mitch Flower Power perler. It's a gigantic perler of Mitch's logo in front of an SMB3 backdrop. It's a $25 minimum donation. It's like a 2-foot by 2-foot perler. There's no way you don't want to win it, but you got to get your donations in before the end of Orb Bros. From a very generous anonymous donor, we have this absolutely amazing Super Mario All-Stars cartridge. It's a complete in-box Super Nintendo version of Super Mario All-Stars. This is a piece of gaming history right here. Only a $25 minimum donation. Make sure to get those donations in. From our good friend Puzzle P, we have not one, but 2 absolutely beautiful paintings. On the right here, we have a beautiful TASBot painting covered in glitter with TASBot right there in the center of it. Absolutely lovely, $10 minimum donation for it. And separately, we have this lovely Beat Saber painting here. You've got the Beat Saber note getting slashed in half in both red and blue, just like in the game. Super cool painting. Love puzzle piece style. Again, another $10 minimum donation, but you got to get those donations in before Orb Bros. Now, talking about some stuff that you got to get your donations in from Orb Bros until the end of the marathon. We have some cool stuff there too, because from Sky Burkton, we have this Dark Souls Gates of Blight Town miniature. It's framed. It's made entirely of wood. It's super cool. Huge shout outs to Sky Berkson for sending these out to us. It's the Gates of Blighttown. If you take the intended route through the depths in Dark Souls 1. I know most of us probably used the skeleton key. That was for better, but these doors were iconic for those of us who suffered and made it through it. And it's a super cool detailed miniature. Only a $20 minimum donation from now until the finale. Make sure to get your donations in. For Prince of Spirits, we have a beautiful Detective Pikachu coaster set. It's Pikachu hugging a coffee cup with his little detective hat on. There's nothing cuter than that, frankly. It's adorable. You get 4 coasters, I believe, and it's only a $5 minimum donation. Make sure to get those donations in. I was trying to show this off earlier, and I missed, but we have this beautiful Evolution Clow card set from Sulfur. We have, Eevees and all of the Eevee evolutions on cards themed after the Clow cards from Card Captor Sakura. It's a super cool mashup. I love it. It just fits perfectly. I wish I could have a set, but I can't. Only you can, and only if you donate from now until the finale, at least $25 minimum. That's what you got to do in order to be eligible. They look absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Sulfur. From Prince of Spirits, we have this absolutely beautiful print here of the legendary Pokemon of Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm holding it upside down because that's about par for the course with Sentient prints, but it is an absolutely beautiful print. You can see the gold foiling on it reflect in the light here. It's incredibly well done. It's a $10 minimum donation, I believe. Yes, it is, from now until the end of the event. Thank you so much to Prince of Spirits. We have so many more amazing pieces of artwork. We have a Lucario Evolutions poster from Chew for a $15 minimum donation. Head over to gamesdonequick.com. Check out the tracker for a picture of it. It is so cool. Chew has done some awesome stuff. I believe he's actually also designed some of the Yeti shirts. If not for this year, then definitely for events past. From Anijess, we have a beautiful Navi Amigurumi doll, which is, just like a hand-knitted doll of Navi. Super cool. It's about the size of my fist or so. You definitely want to check out a picture of it. Super adorable. You don't want to miss it. From Lunar Flare Design, we have an adorable Pikachu crochet plush, very similar to the Navi Amigurumi, but it's just a little Pikachu ball with a tail. You can see a great picture of it over at gamesdonequick.com. It's only a $5 minimum donation. It's adorable. I'd love to just leave one on a desk somewhere and smile every time I look at it. That is great. Thank you so much for sending it out to us, Lunar Flare Designs. Now, from Splattered Pixels, we have not one, but 2 absolutely lovely splattered art paintings right here. We have one of the Sheikah Slate from Breath of the Wild and the emblem of the Sheikah in general. And we also have one of a Pokeball here. I really love Splattered Pixels art style. It's so cool. I mean, paint splattering in general is just an awesome art style because every single painting is always going to be unique. Paint's never going to splatter the same way twice, but also you get that really recognizable image in the negative space left where there's no paint. It's great. I'm a huge fan of it. Thank you so much for sending that out to us. Both of those are, I believe, a $15 minimum donation each. From Cute Monster Props for a $15 minimum donation, we have a little Ditto. But you know what? It's not a plushie. It's not your regular Ditto. It's a Ditto made of silicone, so you can kind of stretch it out, and it'll just snap right back. It's super cool. It feels like one of those toys you'd get from a carnival when you were a kid, but definitely made a much nicer quality. Huge shout-outs to Cute Monster Props for sending it out to us. It's really fun to play with and just jiggle around. I'm a fan of it. Thank you so much. Now, from Pincushion Cat plushies, we have this adorable Sobble plushie. How could you not love this Sobble plushie? Don't make the Sobble plushie sad. Give us a $25 minimum donation to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. You could take this Sobble plushie home. It's super cute. Thank you so much, Pincushion Cat plushies, for sending it out to us. No, don't cry. Don't cry. It's okay. Now, for a $50 minimum donation, as I mentioned before, from now until the finale, you'll be entered to win a one-of-a-kind GDQ banner designed by our artist LOK, who's also responsible for all of the lovely dinosaurs that you have seen on the break screen in conjunction with Support Class, and specifically Seltzar of Support Class. They teamed up together to make that lovely animated crowd that we've had throughout the weekend. It's super cool. LOK's artwork is always fun. The banner is Mario's 35th anniversary and kind of contains a smattering of all the problems that Mario's had since he's turned 35. It's great. We print them out as 6-foot banners. We only print out one of each. We send them out to the winners of these prizes, and then that's it. We don't reuse the designs for future events, so you've got a one-of-a-kind piece of GDQ memorabilia if you win that, and the only way to do that is, of course, with a $50 donation from now until the end of the event. Finally, I can't talk about prizes without talking about our grand prizes. We have 2 absolutely amazing grand prizes. I cannot thank them enough. Shoutouts to Heroic Replicas for giving us the opportunity to customize a heroic replica. We have a whole list of great replicas you can pick from, including the Goddess Sword from Legend of Zelda, Ragnall, Ike's Blade from Fire Emblem, the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, the Buster Sword in particular. That's the one that caught my eye because, again, it's like 6 feet long. It's like 50 pounds. That is a real Buster Sword right there, and it's super cool. So thank you so much to Heroic Replicas. That's a $250 minimum donation cumulatively throughout the marathon. Additionally, from Red Wolf Networks, we have an amazing gaming PC. You can see it a little bit next to me. It's got an RTX 3070 card in it. It is absolutely wonderful. You should check out the full specs over at gamesdonequick.com. I'm so impressed they were able to find a 3070 to even put in a PC for us right now. It's so great. So thank you so much to Red Wolf Networks for sending that out to us. Now, real quick, before I go, there's actually even an extra prize that we have decided to throw in here for everyone. I was talking to Dave over at Heroic Replicas, and Dave was, telling me, Sent, you've had that Master Sword that I've been showing off as a few years as an example of what a Master Sword from Heroic Replicas might look like for a bit. I think it's maybe time that we moved on to something better. So why don't you give out that Master Sword to someone who might enjoy it a little more? And you know what? I said, let's do it, Dave. So if you head over to the tracker, you can see a beautiful picture of the Master Sword. It is just like the Master Sword, the grand prize, except it has a black hilt and crossguard with silver embellishments on it, as opposed to the gold embellishments on the regular Master Sword. It's super cool, and it's only a $25 minimum donation. That could have been a grand prize for a previous event. $25 minimum donation. Come on, there's nothing not to love there. Make sure to get your donations in. And when you do donate, make sure to get those donations in for the Ocarina of Time glitch incentive. Now, one last thing before I go. I figure I should go ahead and return the lamp to its rightful place. I've been swapping out the lamp with a couple of different lamps throughout the day today because, well, frankly, I just kind of wanted to show them off. But more importantly, I wanted to say that there are so many people behind the scenes who make Games Done Quick events possible, who keep them running, and who do so much to make sure that they can happen. And they don't always get the screen time that I feel like they deserve. But tonight, after the finale, and after the closing speech with the charity, we will have a credits run that will go over all of the amazing runners and commentators and interview personalities that you've been able to see throughout the week, but also all of the unsung heroes behind the scenes making the event happen. And I implore everyone to stick around after the finale and put all the love that you have in chat for all of the amazing people behind the scenes who are making this work. This has been my last regular prize segment. Thank you all so much. If you would like to talk about sending us a prize for a future event, our contact information is on the Games Done Quick website. Please make sure to get in touch. But for now, let's get excited, let's get hype, and let's get ready for one of my favorite runners, one of my favorite speed games, Mitch Flower Power.
All right, welcome back to AGDQ 2021 powered by Twitch. We have a $25 donation from Maddie J. It says, thank you, AGDQ 2.5 billion hype. Also, Sen, thanks for bringing back the lamp one last time. I was beginning to feel really sad that we might not see it again. So just side note, thanks to Sen. We have a $1,000 donation from Nets fan who says, I want that clean bonus game sweep. And let's not forget again, folks, we have the Ocarina of Time bonus game at $2.5 million. We have the Ocarina of Time glitch exhibition at $225,000.64. So if you would like to see both of those, if you would like more GDQ, please get those donations in. We have $10 from Mr. X8 who says, Super Orb Brothers Hoyt! This goes towards the Ocarina of Time incentive. We have a $25 donation from Remoravox who says, Congrats to ADEF! Let's get that Ocarina of Time too. Hatchikins donates $26. I was rooting for Team Pie, so here's $26 for the 26 points he scored. Unfortunately, folks, my time here is over. We have so many goodbyes right now between myself and Sen, but that's going to do it for me at AGDQ 2021. Thank you all so much for all that you do. It is an honor to serve as host, and I hope we cross paths again in the future. Up next is Cartridge Blowers on host, so be sure to keep that hype up. Take care, everybody.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. My name is Cartridge Blowers. It's me, it's Cardi B, and I'm here to lead you through this next game, Super Orb Brothers by Mitch Flower Power. It's going to be an excellent run. I know if you haven't seen this hack, it's a Super Mario Brothers 3 ROM hack, which you don't see a lot of Mario Brothers 3 ROM hacks. I want to see more Mario 3 ROM hacks, and this is an incredible game. So sit tight, it's going to be great. In the meantime, let me read a couple of donations for you. We've got $100 from Steely Tom, who says, OOT was the first Zelda game I ever played, and I absolutely love to see it get destroyed by speedrunners like ZFG. Let's get that glitch exhibition. Thank you very much for your $100 donation. We are well on our way to unlocking that glitch exhibition. Right now, last I checked, we are at $57,667 out of the $225,000 needed. So here's how this works. You donate towards that glitch exhibition. We can unlock that and get to the 2.5 million we need to unlock OOT all at the same time. So get those donations in, chat. I know you can do it. One last push. Let's go. I've got a $75 donation from, oh my gosh. Okay, this is from my favorite host, Iggy Zig. He says, what a phenomenal Mario 140 battle showcase. Is that the right math? I think it is. What a phenomenal AGDQ. And what a phenomenal host and Cartridge Blowers. Truly my favorite host. Oh, and someone I'm genuinely honored to call my good friend. I'll always remember the donation you sent to me during my last hosting shift at SGDQ. Oh no. So now it's time for me to return the favor. I will donate an additional $250 if you do the start of our Mario rap. Love you all. At SGDQ, I paid like $200 for Iggy to rap about Metroid, and now he wants me to rap about Mario. Sure. Okay, here we go. Because I want to get those $200 from Iggy. Here we go. Super Mario is dope, fresh, fat, and grand. I got some funky rhymes for y'all to understand. Luigi's the bomb, been his bro for years. Toad in the mix like they three musketeers. Peach is in trouble, she needs assistance. Save the Mushroom Kingdom at her insistence. Knocking Bowser off the throne is on the slate. Got the fly flavor fresh like monosodium glutamate. That's MSG, tastes delicious. Iggy, get that donation in. I need that money. Thank you. We've got $250 from Holy Dude, who says, hopefully we can hit that glitch exhibition. Cancer sucks. I agree. Let's get that glitch exhibition.